Okay. All right, let's start down on our mats. Welcome. It's 45 minutes of Mat Pilates. Join me down on your mat. We're going to start in tabletop position. We're going to start warming up the torso and the pelvic floor. We're going to start with cat and cow in yoga. So shoulders right over the wrists, hips are right over the knees. And I want you guys just to start by dropping your pelvis down towards the floor, really arching the lower back here. And then press your belly button up towards the ceiling, rounding through the lower back, trying to create space here, opening up this area, really tucking the tailbone under. And then inhale, drop the belly down. We're going to repeat that a few more times. Exhale, round up through the spine. As we go through this movement, inhale, drop the belly down. I want you to initiate the movement from the tailbone. Exhale, press up. Couple more times, inhale. So what we're doing here is we're warming up the spine, but we're also warming up the area of the body that we use the most in Pilates. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bringing the spine back to neutral. I want you guys just to sit back for a second into child's pose. And I want you to take child's pose from a closed leg position. So draw the knees together and then sit your hips back as far as possible. Untuck the toes, relax the tops of the feet down on the mat. Reach your arms forward. With your knees together here in child's pose, we're really working on stretching out that lower back. And we are going to do a stretch today to start our practice. So come back up into tabletop for me. Curl your toes under in the back. Press up, downward facing dog. Alternate bending knees once you arrive. Really thinking about sinking your heels down towards your mat and opening up the backs of the legs. Releasing the calf muscles and the hamstrings. From here, guys, I want you to just drop your knees down to the floor, but let them hover about an inch, holding for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Press up, downward facing dog. We're going to do that a couple more times, but when you do that this time, I want you to come forward and drop the knees lower down to the floor, but also think about pressing the tailbone forward like you're in that cat position, really rounding up through the spine, trying to open up the lower back here. Press up, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Each time, really think about rounding through the lower back or pressing the belly button up toward the ceiling. Here we go. Drop the knees down, let them hover for 3 and 2 and 1. Downward facing dog. 1 more time. Here we go. Drop the knees, lower them down, let them hover for 3. Really pressing up through the lower back. 2 and 1. Drop the knees all the way down. Sit back, child's pose. For a moment of rest here. We're going to send the legs forward in just a moment. Start to stretch out those hips and hamstrings. Just to open up just a little bit. Coming back up into tabletop. From here, guys, I want you to draw the right leg forward. So step the right leg forward. If you need yoga blocks and you have them, or anything that can help prop your hands up if you need it, even if it's something like this, you're more than welcome to use it. Hands come to both sides of that front foot. I just want you to use gravity here to allow the hips to sink down and forward. And then walk yourself back, hamstring stretch. Trying to lengthen out through the spine here, keeping the heart lifted. Walk your hands forward. 1 more time in each direction, allowing gravity to do its job here. Let the hips sink down towards the floor. Walk yourself back, hamstring stretch. Nice job. From here, guys, walk yourself forward. We're going to curl our back toe under and use our back foot as a spring to bring ourselves up to forward fold. You guys stay right here for me. I'm just going to adjust my camera because we're going to come up to standing and you won't be able to see me if I do that. So stay right here in your forward fold. You can alternate bending knees if you want to, releasing the hips. Nice job, guys. Okay, I don't even know if that's gonna work still. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, hands find our shins. Inhale, halfway lift, extend up through the spine. Exhale, fold. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Hands find your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, extend up. Exhale, fold, release, relax, let go. 1 more time, hands find your shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling and then swoop your hands and hips down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands come down by your side. We're going to inhale the arms up out to the side. Exhale, dive forward through the spine, round down all the way, vertebrae by vertebrae, trying to articulate all the way down to the spinal column. Hands find your shins one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands are going to find your mat, so bend your knees if you have to here. And we're going to step our right foot back to come down into a low lunge, just like we did, but just the opposite side this time. So left foot is forward, sinking forward into that low lunge. Allow gravity to do its thing. Walk your hands back, hamstring stretch or half split. One more time each way. Walk yourself forward, low lunge. Exhale, sink back, hamstring stretch. Nice job, guys. From here, we're going to take our hands all the way to, you can't see my hands on this side, but I'm taking my hands all the way to the right, off my yoga mat. I'm really sending my hands off to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my back toe under and use my back foot as a spring and then tuck it down underneath me to come to a seated position on my mat. From here, hands will come behind my knees. Walk yourself down all the way down onto your mat. Draw the knees into the chest. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Massage that lower back on the floor. We're going to start with a Pilates 100. Knees can be bent or fully extended, or feet can be open like a book, heels together, toes apart. If your legs are in a turned out position, I really want you to think about zipping up the thighs or squeezing the inner thighs together all the way from the tops of the legs. Either way, hands will be down by your side. Walk your fingertips down your yoga mat. Raise your head and neck up and start pumping the arms. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth like you're trying to fill up a balloon with air. Inhale. We're halfway there, guys. You can modify here according to what is best for you. You can leave the head and neck up. You can also drop it down. You can also alternate, especially if the front of the neck is getting tired here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Look left and right. Release the neck. Hug the knees in. Rock side to side. We're going to go for the modified roll-up. We're either going to plant the feet down here or fully extend the legs. If the legs are extended, I want you to flex the feet. But if your feet are planted, I want you to use your hands and walk yourself up behind the legs. We're going to roll up through the spine, starting at the crown of the head, all the way up through the spine, coming up to a nice seated position. So modification, we're actually going to do a modification all together to start. We're going to plant our feet down. Hands are going to be behind the legs. And just like in our warm-up, guys, we're going to find that cat pose to start. So I really want you to think about initiating your C curve from your tailbone and then rounding, articulating down through the spine as we roll down on our mat. Hands behind the knees. Here we go. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, round down through the spine. Use your hands, walk your hands all the way down. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling and then back overhead. Reach your hands back up. And then without momentum, with control, draw your chin down to your chest and start to articulate up over this, all the way up to a seated position. Extend your legs long, reach up and over here like you're diving over one of those large Bosu balls, those large balls that are at Harvard Rec in a gym. Reach, pulse for 3, 2, 1. Nice gentle pulses. Coming back up to seated, we're going to do that 2 more times. Plant your feet down. This time, if you want to try, you can extend your hands out in front of you and round down through the spine, or if you want to, you can walk your hands down. But I'd much rather you guys work on your control without using momentum doing these exercises. Pilates is all about control. So when you guys are ready, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, starting at the tailbone, round down through the spine, walk all the way down. Reach the hands up, reach the hands to the back, but keep the rib cage plugged down here. Don't let the rib cage pop up. Reach your hands back up towards the ceiling, drop the chin down to the chest with control, round up through the spine, reach the legs forward, reach the arms forward. Day forward, pulse 3, 2, and one. Let's do that 2 more times. Here we go. Plant your feet down, hands come behind the knees. Articulate all the way down. Reach the hands up, reach the hands to the back. Reach the hands back up toward the ceiling. Draw the chin to the chest, and with control, round up through the spine. Reach up and over, pulse 3, 2, and 1. One more time, guys. Seated up nice and tall, hands behind the knees. Here we go. Last time, round it down through the spine. Reach the hands all the way to the back. Reach the hands forward. Draw the chin up to the chest. Here we go. Pulse it forward for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Plant the feet down, hands come behind the legs. Walk yourself all the way down again. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do this series of 5. So we're going to start with the single leg stretch. We're going to take the right hand and place it on the ankle. The right knee is going to be in, the left leg is going to be out on diagonal. Right hand is going to be on the ankle. Left hand is going to come to the knee. And the reason, take a rest down with your head and neck. Don't leave it up for a second because I want to explain this. The reason why we have this hand position is because we're trying to keep the leg on the inside of the frame of the body. And what I mean by that is when we're doing our series of 5, the legs should stay inside the rib cage on the hips. So whenever we're moving our legs, they go inside the frame of the body, we don't want them to go out to the side. So by using this hand position, I'm going to come standing for a second, my right hand on my ankle, my left hand on my knee, I'm keeping that leg on the inside versus if it was the opposite, the leg may go out to the side here. So just so you guys can see, and then we'll switch right hand to the inside, left hand to the ankle. Okay. Here we go, guys. Enough of my explanation. Here we go. Here we go for 8. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Whenever we do these exercises too, you can leave your head and neck up. You can lower it down. You can alternate. And also when we do any of our like Pilates 100 or our legs are extended, I always want you guys to know that you can work with your knees bent. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down, look left and right to release the neck. We're going to do the double leg stretch, but we're actually going to start with one leg here. So I want you to reach the arms and leg out, the right leg start in opposition. Swoop the hands around and then pull the knee into the chest. Pull the knees in like you're trying to stretch out your lower back. Left leg is going to go out, hands reach in opposition, swoop the hands around, pull the knees in. Take a pause for a second, lower your head and neck down for a rest. When we do this, I want you guys to think about trying to create a bowl shape from your fingertips all the way to your feet. So this nice, beautiful bowl shape as you're reaching in opposition and you're keeping your powerhouse plugged down into the floor. So not lifting up that lower back. We're really trying to keep that back planted down and trying to create this C-curve. As we do this, I'm going to move my mat up just a little bit so I can swoop my hands around a little bit more. Here we go, guys. We're going to start knees into the chest. Right leg reaches, fingertips reach. Swoop the hands around, pull the knees in. Left leg reaches, fingertips reach. Swoop the hands, pull it in. 2 more times each side. Right leg reaches, swoop the arms and pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. We have 1 more time on the left side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Look left and right. Now we're going to do both legs. So as you reach your legs up, your knees can be bent, fully extended or out on a diagonal. But what I really want you guys to make sure is that you're not lifting up your lower back here. You're really keeping that lower back planted. So bring your legs up to where you can hold that lower back on your mat. All right, here we go. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach the arms and legs in opposition. Swoop the arms around, pull the knees in. You can raise your head and neck up if you want to. Swoop the arms around, pull it in and reach. 6 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Pull it in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, swoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Look left and right. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Left leg comes out on a diagonal. Hands are going to come behind the hamstring, calf, or ankle. Just avoid pulling on the knee area. We never want to jeopardize a joint. So back of the leg, calf, or ankle. We're going to pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. We want to keep the legs on the inside of the frame of the body, just like before. And we also want to move the legs in unison here. So we're really moving the legs at the same time in opposite direction. Pull, pull, and switch. Every time you pull, pull on your calf or your hamstring, you're raising up that upper body a little bit more. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, 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 pull. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Look left and right. Nice job, guys. We're going to do the double straight leg stretch now. Bring the hands underneath the lower back for lower back support. Extend the legs up, bent knees, fully extended, open like a book. We're going to lower down for 2, and then raise it up for 2. Lower down for 2, and then raise it up. As you raise the legs, I want you to think about scooping the lower abs in and up to help raise the legs up. I also want you to think, if your legs are fully extended, reaching the legs long out of the hip socket, like you're trying to reach up and touch the ceiling. Lower it down. We have 4 more. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you reach. If you want to, you can raise up head and neck here. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the knees in. Press the head down. Look left and right. Hands come behind the head. We're going to go for the crisscross. Extend the right leg long. My shoulder is reaching towards my knee. I'm keeping the knees on the inside of the body. Here we go. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. 8 more. Here's 8. And 7. I love that we're getting to do Pilates to a salsa song. And not just any salsa song. A remix of U2's version. Last 2, last 1. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. I think it's called What I'm Looking For by U2. It's a beautiful remix. I love this band. We're going to take a twist. Hands are going to come out to our side. With control, guys, use your powerhouse here. Slowly drop your knees all the way over to the side. Let them come all the way down. Find your twist. You can look over the opposite shoulder. I shouldn't sing. Though sometimes I try not to. With control, draw your knees back up to center. Use your hands and your arms here for control. And then slowly lower down other side. With control, with control, with control. Yes, you can. There we go. Lower them down. Find your twist here. Really relax down through the spine. If this is too much of a twist for you can untwist your legs a little bit. Please make sure this feels okay for your lower back. Nice job, guys. Slowly with control, draw your knees back up to center. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling and with momentum, but as one piece of steel, we're gonna roll ourselves up to a seated position. Nice job. Extend your legs out, or you can keep your feet planted here. We're gonna do the saw. If your legs are extended, extend them towards the corners of your mat. Flex your feet. Hands are gonna be out by your side. We're gonna twist, look over the back hand, turn the back hand down and in, pulse over 3, 2, 1, pinky finger to pinky toe, round up through the spine. Twist opposite direction. As I dive forward here, I'm diving up and over like I have one of those giant Bosu balls in front of me. Dive over, pulse 3, 2, 1, come back up to seated twist. Here we go, pulse 3, 2, 1, come on up. A couple more times each way. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Come up and twist. Twist fully through the spine. And as you twist, look all the way to the back over that back hand. And then dive forward, pulse up and over. One more time, guys. Twist, pulse 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come back up to seated. Hands are going to come down. We're going to do rolling like a ball here. So we're going to shift our hips closer to our ankles. My hands are going to wrap around the front sides of my ankles here. I'm going to press myself back to find my balance. I'm going to turn again to face this direction. Pressing back onto your sit bones to find your balance. In this position, guys, we're in our C curve. We're in our cat pose, just like we started in our warm-up. I'm really pressing my belly button back towards my spine, trying to open up my lower back. And my shins are pressing into my hands, and my hands are pressing right back into my shins. So you should feel this in your chest and your arms as well, because there's some opposition in my legs and arms. When you are ready, if you want, you can either work on your balance here and just hold, or if you want, you can roll back, and then roll up for your balance. Couple more times. Here we go. Roll it back. Rolling like a ball. Ah! Roll up, roll back, and roll up. Two more times. Roll back. Up. Ooh, my sports bra is really digging into it. Roll up, find your balance. Nice job. From here, guys, we're going to cross our legs underneath us, and we're going to shift to the center of our mat, and we're going to try some Pilates push-ups. Curl your toes under in the back. Press up, downward facing dog. You can widen your feet to the width of your mat here, or you can keep them close together depending on your flexibility. Bend your knees if you have to. Walk your hands back to your feet, coming to the bottom of your mat. From here, guys, we're going to roll up through the spine, starting at our tailbone. Bend your knees softly if you have to. We're going to articulate, rolling up through the spine all the way back up standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to dive our hands forward, and we're going to articulate down through the spine, just like we're a string of pearls, all the way down, coming into a forward fold. We're going to walk our hands out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 push-ups here. You can drop to your knees to start. Fingertips are facing forward. Here's push-up 1. Keeping that powerhouse strong. 2, and 3. One more time, and 4. Curl the toes under, press up into your plank, and then walk your hands back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. We're going to do that 2 more times. Roll it up through the spine. Inhale up overhead. Exhale, dive it forward like you're diving into the pool, like you're rolling down like a string of pearls all the way down. Try and articulate through the spine. Walk out for 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Push-ups. Here we go. 4, and 3. Fingertips are shooting straight ahead. My elbows are grazing my rib cage. Curl your toes under, press up into your plank. Feel strong for a moment. Here we go. Walk it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it up through the spine. Inhale up overhead. Last time, exhale, dive down. Walk it out for 4. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down, or you can try and full plank. Here we go. Here's push-up 1 and 2. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this song. Last one, last push-up. Sit it back, child's pose. Hands back for a moment of rest. Well done, guys. But this is an old school Phil Collins song that I was reacquainted with over the holiday break, and I love it. All right, guys, we're going to walk ourselves towards the center of our mat. We're going to cross our legs behind us, and we're going to come back down to a seated position, and we're going to go for the full roll up here. And my phone is ringing. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me... I'm going to get rid of that. Sorry about that. Let me scooch back. I think it's... There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, we're going to go for the full roll up. So feet can be planted, or you can fully extend your legs. If they're fully extended, flex your feet. If your feet are planted, hands come behind the knees to roll down and then roll back up. If your legs are extended, stretch those arms out forward, reach them up towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. Reach the hands in opposition, start to roll down through the spine all the way. Reach the hands back overhead. Reach the hands up, draw the chin to the chest, roll up through the spine. Send yourself all the way up and over, come back up seated, sitting up nice and tall. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, round down through the spine. Really think about articulating and curving down, finding your C curve on the way down. Draw your chin to your chest, roll up with control, reach up and over. Inhale, exhale, round down through the spine, reach the fingers and legs in opposition here. Inhale, reach back overhead. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Inhale, dive up and forward. Exhale, raise the hands up, inhale. Exhale, round down through the spine. Inhale, reach back overhead. This is our last time. Inhale, reach up all the way up and over. Nice job, guys. Come back unseated. We're going to do the open leg rocker. We're going to work on our balance posture first. So bring your hips closer to your legs. I'm going to just remove my socks or take them a little bit down for this next one. In the open leg rocker, we're still trying to find our C curve with our spine. This time our hands are gonna wrap around our ankles, so the thumb is in the front, my pinkies are reaching towards the back. So it's not like rolling like a ball where my hands wrap around the front. I'm grabbing onto both sides, and I hope you guys can see that okay. So my hips are close to my heels. I'm just gonna rock myself back on my toes. We're trying to do that without momentum here, just finding your balance. We're balanced on our sit bones, C-curving through our spine. I want you to raise up the right leg, and then slowly with control, draw it back down. Let's do the other side. Left leg raises up. Find your balance. Let the ankle press into the hand here, extending your arm long. With control, draw it back down. One more time each side, raise it up. And then lower it back down with control. One more time, raise it up. And then lower it back down. So you guys can try for your balance pose here, both legs raised, or if you want to, you can try the modified version, hands behind the knees, and then lower it back down with control. We're gonna do it all together. Here we go, raise it up, and then lower it back down with control. We have 2 more times, yes you can. Raise it up, and then lower it down. One more time, and the knees are about the width of the shoulders here as you lengthen up and as you lower it back down. Now, we're gonna take the hands behind the knees, place pressure in the hands, and when you guys are ready, C-curve through the spine, roll it back down, or roll it down towards the shoulder line, and roll it up, find your balance. Here we go, roll it down, and then roll it back up, find your balance, roll it down, roll it up, 2 more times, here we go, roll it down. Make sure those knees are pressing into the hands are pressing right back. The elbows are out to the side, nice job, holding, find your balance for 3, and 2, and 1, nice job, lower the legs down, extend them out in front of you. Hands are gonna come behind us, fingertips are gonna turn to face the front of the mat. I want you guys to allow the feet to flop open to the side. When we press up, the weight's gonna be towards the outside of the feet, the outside edges. Press the hips up toward the ceiling. Fingertips are facing your toes, guys. They should be facing the front of your mat or towards your feet. Hold it, squeeze the glutes. For 3, 2, 1, nice job, lower it down. Raise your hands up toward the ceiling, reach all the way up and over, seated forward fold. Hands can come down to wherever it's comfortable. Shins, ankles, toes. Let's do that again. Come on up. Allow the feet to rock open to the sides. Hands are gonna come behind us. This time we're gonna do some tricep dips. Fingertips are gonna face forward. Press up through the hips. Hold it for 4. Squeeze the glutes. 3, and 2. We're gonna take a small bend in the elbows and then raise back up. Here's 6, and press, and 5, and 4. The music stops. We do 3, and 2. Small bending elbows, a little goes a long way. Last one. Nice job. From here, we're gonna bend one of our knees, place it underneath us, and we're gonna come up to a side angle. Our hips are pressed forward. We're gonna lift up through the bottom hip, the supporting leg hip. My hand is on the floor, and I'm gonna raise up my outside leg. The opposite hand can be on my waist or behind my head. I'm gonna draw baby circles with my toe, the size of a tennis ball, in each direction, 8 ways in each direction. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Circle the opposite direction for 8, 7. You should really feel this in the hips. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Draw the knees together with control. Come up to a T position, and slowly with control, let's come to the other side. Extend the opposite leg out. Hand comes down to the mat, hand behind the head or on the waist. Or you can reach up towards the ceiling, whatever feels best. Here we go. Circling to the back for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Circles to the front for 8, 7. These are really small circles, the size of a tennis ball, and we really want to control the powerhouse here. Nice job. We're going to sink down onto the hip. We're going to draw the knees, kind of stacking them over each other for the mermaid. So you can really stack your legs here for this, or you can stagger them, or you can even create more space by drawing one leg in front and other leg out to the side. whatever is best for your hips. So I'm sitting on my right hip for now. My left hand grabs my ankle, but if you're on the other side, we're going to do both, so it's okay. My left hand's holding onto my left ankle. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up and over towards your feet. Reach all the way up and over. Drop the forearm down to your mat. Reach up and over. Feel the stretch on the other side. With momentum here, draw yourself back up. Right hand reaches up. Inhale, exhale, reach up and over. Reach the right hand all the way up and over. Reach up and over. Nice job. Let's come back up to seated. We're going to take our hands, we're going to place them behind us, and we're going to pass through our teaser to get into the other side. So place the hands behind you, raise your legs up with control, shins come parallel to the ceiling, and then with control using our powerhouse, drop your legs over to the other side. Nice job. Right hand grabs onto the right ankle, left hand reaches up, reach all the way up and over. Left hand reaches all the way up. Give me a nice big stretch here, like you're stretching in the morning. Right hand comes all the way back up. Use momentum. One of the only times, one of the few times that we can actually use momentum in Pilates, or that we should. Reach all the way up and over, come down. Nice big movement. Draw yourself back up to seated. We're going to do a side plank or move into a side plank. So you guys can be up on your wrist, or you can be down on your forearm. It's up to you. If you're down on your forearm, it's going to be a modified version. I just want you guys to raise up, or you can be on your knee as well for another modification. If you're on your wrist, top hands, the opposite hand is going to come to the top of your knee. We're going to press up onto our feet. Raise it up with control. Raise up your hips up slightly up towards the ceiling, and then with control, not allowing the hips to drop down, come down to a seated position 2 more times. Here we go. Raise it up, lift. Feel strong. Feel taller, feel longer. Here we go. Sink it down with control. 1 more time. Look at your hand this time as it reaches all the way up and over. And then come back down. 1 more time. We're going to pass through. Taking these off. We're going to pass through our teaser. Hands come behind us. Raise your feet parallel to the ceiling, your shins, and then drop your feet over to the other side for a side plank. Okay, guys. If you're doing modification, modified legs, you're going to raise it up and then raise it back down, or you can come here and do it from the feet on the floor, from your forearm, or up on your wrist. Here we go. Left hand this time, or opposite, whatever you have. Here we go. Raise it up, lift, feel strong, feel powerful, and then slowly drop it down. Control. 2 more times. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Nice job. From here, guys, let me just check the time real quick. Okay, we have about 10 more minutes. So if you guys can stay with me, because we started about 5 minutes late, we're going to come down onto our stomach and we're going to do the single leg kick. We're going to be up on our forearms. The elbows are going to be right underneath the shoulders. Make 1 fist. Wrap the other hand around the fist. From here, I want you to think about raising the abs up off the mat and really contracting and lifting up your powerhouse here, and then lengthening out your tailbone. So the tailbone shooting down towards your feet. We're going to flex, flex, point, and then lower. Flex, flex, point, and lower. Flex, flex, point, and lower. Flex, flex, point, and lower. 2 more times each side. Flex, flex, point, and lower. Flex, flex, point, and lower. Flex, flex, point, and lower. And we're going to go into the double leg kick. So lower your upper body down on the mat. Take 1 hand behind your back. Other hand grabs onto 3 fingers. Rest one side of your face down on the mat. Lift up your powerhouse here. Drop your tailbone down or lengthen out your tailbone. Flex, flex, flex. Lower the feet down. Lift the upper body. Raise. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Drop it down. Here we go. Flex, flex, flex. Keep that powerhouse engaged. You can also clasp the fingers together if you want. Lower it down. Here we go. Engage that core, that powerhouse as you're here. Lift up and hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Here we go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Raise it up and squeeze. And come down 1 more time each side. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Raise it up, squeeze. Lower it down. Here we go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Raise it up. Hold. Nice job. Release arms all the way down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back. Child's pose. Nice job, guys. From here, we're going to come all the way down onto our mat, onto the side. We're going to line our body up with the back half of our mat and then draw our feet to the front. The upper body, always take your options here. You can be up on your forearms, you can be down on your elbow, or fully down depending on your neck and how it feels. You can also alternate between. The feet are going to come to the front corner of the mat. If you need modification, you can stack the bottom leg so the shins parallel to the front. The top leg is going to be long, shooting towards the front corner. If you want more, the front toe is towards the front corner and my toes are kind of tucked under here for support. And I'm really engaging my bottom leg. We're going to raise up the top leg. We're going to kick the top leg forward twice and then reach the toe to the back. This hand can be here for support. Here we go. Kick, kick, and then reach. As you kick the foot forward, I want you to flex and then point it to the back. Kick, kick, and reach. 4 more. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 1 more time. Kick, kick, and reach. Bicycles. Reach the leg forward. Bend the knee. Shift the shape to the back. Just the leg. Don't move the powerhouse. And lengthen out the back leg. You should really feel it in the glute. Here we go. Reach the leg forward. Bend the knee. Shift it to the back. And lengthen. Shift. And bend. Shift it to the back. And lengthen. 2 more times. Reach. And bend. Shift. And extend 1 more time. Hold it here. I want you to flex the top foot. That leg is extended to the back. Pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the feet together. I want you to turn the top leg out, but keep the hips stacked. Turn the top leg out so the knee's trying to shoot up towards the ceiling. We're going to flex the foot up and then point it down for 8. Here we go. 8, and reach. Flex the foot, point it down. 6, my inner. 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Nice job. Take the top ankle, wrap your hand around. I want you to flex the bottom foot, raise the leg up off the mat. We're going to pulse it up for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yes. All right, guys. We're going to spin ourselves around to do the other side. Line your body up with the back half of your mat, your arms, forearm, elbow, all the way down. Whatever's best for you. Modified version, knees come to the front. And you can do everything from here with this for support, with the bottom leg for support, or you can extend your legs. During our side leg series, we want to try to keep that powerhouse engaged and keep this still as much as possible. Here we go. 2 kicks to the front, and then we reach it to the back. Here we go. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 6 more. On the right hand or left hand, this hand is here for support. And reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 3 more. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick. Bicycles. Reach it forward. Bend the knee. Shift it to the back. And then extend. Reach. And bend. Shift. And bend. 4 more, guys. Bend. I don't know if anyone remembers this old school Madonna song. Super popular, I feel like, in the 90s. I wish I could have a dialogue with you guys right now as we go through this 2 more times. This is like one of my favorite old school Madonna songs. Shift it to the back and then extend 1 more time. Shift it forward. Shift it to the back and then extend. Hold the leg here. Flex the top foot. We're going to pulse it up. You should really feel this in the outside glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I feel this. 3, 2. Last one. Draw the feet together. Rotate the top leg open so the knee is trying to face the ceiling. We're going to flex the foot up and then point it down 8 more times. Here we go. And I hope you guys, I just brought my head all the way down to the floor because I want to protect my neck and take care of it as I do this, and I don't want it to get super tired and sore in the wrong way. Here's 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. I want you to take that top ankle, place it over the top, or place it down on your mat. Raise up the bottom leg. Here we go. Pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. All right, guys. We're going to do the boomerang, which we're going to take it up and overhead. I'm just going to check the time one more time. Yep, we're going to do the boomerang, and then we're going to finish up with the seal. I hope you guys are still with me. Thank you for being here today, guys. All right. I'm going to demonstrate first. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to cross my right leg over the left. My hands are going to come down by my side. And to initiate this movement, I'm going to C-curve all the way down. So I'm going to apply my powerhouse here and rock myself back overhead. I'm going to open, close my legs. Hands can either be on your hips or come down to the floor. We're going to come up for our T's, or either knees are going to be bent or extended. But my opposite leg crossed on top here. Lower the legs down. Let the arms rotate in their shoulder sockets, and then reach all the way up and over for a stretch. I'm going to demonstrate one more time on this side. So my legs are crossed and straight. This time my left leg is on top. Hands come down by my sides. Roll it back with control. Open, close. Opposite leg is now on top. Roll it down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll up for a balance. Lower the legs down. Reach the arms up and over with control. Lower it down for a stretch. One time each side. Here we go. Yes, you guys can. Here we go. Let's roll it back. Roll it back. Hands support the hips. Legs open, close. Hands slide down the hips or come down to the floor. Roll it down through the spine. Raise up the legs. Lower them down with control. Reach the hands all the way up and over for a stretch. Holding it here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Roll it back. Hips come all the way up. Legs open, close. My friends, lower the hips down. Come all the way up to your teaser. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. With control, to lower the legs down. Reach the hands all the way up and over. Hold it here for 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to place the feet closer to our hips. Hands are going to thread through. So they're going to dive through and wrap around the outside of my ankles. We're going to do the seal. We're going to rock back to find our balance on our sit bones. We're going to clap the feet together like a seal 3 times. Round down through the spine to articulate down from the tailbone. Pulse the feet together 3 times, or clap the feet together 3 times. Going back, round up, find your balance. Clap the feet. Round it back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. Here we go. Round it back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish class up. Coming down to a nice, comfortable seated position. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back down. 1 more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. I appreciate you guys so much for being here today, and I hope to see you all next week. I know I didn't get to see you in person or on your screens, but I can tell, I can feel that you guys did an amazing job. So continue all the good work. I hope you feel the benefit, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you guys. Yay!